session. It is going to be on the mind, machine, and mankind, AI and us. And it is our pleasure to welcome Jason Kwon, the Chief Strategy Officer at OpenAI.
But Meghna, sorry to interrupt, but before Jason comes on, we will be reading a bit about him, and then we're going to ask Jason whether was that written by someone or was that written by ChatGPT. So Jason, you have to talk to us about this in a bit, all right? Now, with a wealth of experience and expertise in the field, Jason brings a unique perspective on how AI influences human cognition, the evolving collaboration between humans and machines, and the broader societal implications.
In fact, this discussion aims to provide valuable insights into the very complex relationship and consequences of AI on our collective future. So over to Jason Kwon.
All right, Jason, you need to tell us now whether that was ChatGPT or by a human.
Great to be here. Hi. Oh, you ready?
No.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jason Kwon, and I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at OpenAI. OpenAI has a mission to ensure that the tools we build benefit all of humanity, and my team charts the strategy of the company to achieve this mission. Most importantly, we work with partners to unlock the benefits of this new technology for communities throughout the world. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, how we can unlock an AI-powered India. But first, I want to thank the Economic Times of India for inviting me to join this discussion. I also want to thank the government of India for its investment in this event and its leadership on this issue. Thank you. In past visits to India, our Vice President of Global Affairs, Anna Kanju, had heard from many that the cost of our developer services were too high for some. Those conversations are a key reason we asked our engineering team to stay focused on reducing costs, which we've done throughout 2023 as well as last month. This enables more developers to build more tools and enables us to provide more free usage to ChatGPT users. We're grateful for this dialogue with you that has made us better. Since our company, OpenAI, was founded in 2015, we have been working to ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. What will this mean for India? As a starting point, it's helpful to put the arc of AI in context. At OpenAI, we've been working on this technology for many years, but ChatGPT is slightly more than a year old. We thought our decision to set aside a compute budget for around 100,000 users of ChatGPT was optimistic, but it turned out that it was much more transformative. People experienced AI in a new way, not as a behind-the-scenes abstraction, but as a real and tangible tool. So what have we learned? We've already seen that AI can help solve real problems in previously unimaginable ways. When our CEO, Sam Altman, did a world tour last spring, one of the main things he saw very clearly was that the role that AI tools like ChatGPT can play in closing one of the main barriers that startups face, the demand for code. Startups understand market gaps and build innovative products to fill them. Tools like ChatGPT can help accelerate startups and unlock new ones in several ways. First, they reduce the cost of intelligence. By writing code for you, AI can make an engineer far more productive and free them up for higher level problems. And second, they simplify computing interfaces, making them much more accessible globally. When you break down these barriers, you can make it possible to access more services that are critical to human welfare in the digital age. And that's what we've seen. For instance, in agriculture, AI is making it possible to provide more support to farmers in rural communities. In India, agricultural agents help farmers navigate a changing climate, implement best practices, and bring their crops to market. But it's often difficult to ensure that there are enough agents. In India, for example, there are 650 farmers for each agent. Digital Green has been working with the Ministry of Agriculture to address this challenge. Digital Green developed a chatbot called farmer.chat that is built on GPT-4. This tool helps to bring the guidance of agricultural agents to more people, and early estimates suggest that this chatbot reduces the cost of traditional extension services by 99%. The Ministry of Agriculture and Digital Green plan to bring this tool to 12 states in 2024. This tool transcends language barriers, delivering information in Hindi, Assamese, Kannada, Telugu, English, and many others. Reducing language barriers like this is one of the superpowers of large language models. Because of this, we believe LLMs can build on the government's machining initiative, which is already using technology to break down language barriers. LLMs also have the potential to transform other parts of society, like healthcare. For example, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has supported Praveen Darvasetti of the George Institute for Global Health in using ChatGPT to facilitate communications with frontline health workers, with the goal of improving care for pregnant and postpartum women. In education, companies like Canva are working with ministries of education throughout the world to reach 60 million students and teachers each month. Historically, organizations like these had to devote an enormous amount of time to translations, and even then, they've been limited in the number of languages they can work with. But Canva is translating educational tools instantly into local languages, and they're offering these resources for free. Other governments are using these new tools as well. One study estimated that new AI tools will create $1.75 trillion in value for governments across the world. And governments are already using chatbots to deliver better services to their citizens in places like Singapore and New York City. AI is also fueling economic activity in the private sector. More than 92% of Fortune 500 companies are building on OpenAI's products today. In a recent study by Harvard Business School, employees at one consulting firm completed tasks 25% faster and with 40% higher quality when they use ChatGPT. At OpenAI, we have seen this economic opportunity and are working to unlock even more of it. It's become clear to us that many of the most innovative, impactful, valuable uses of these tools have come not because of something we build, but because of bottom-up innovation from our users. That's why we introduced GPTs, a way for anyone, not just developers, to build products utilizing our AI models, but tailored for specific uses. You could build a chatbot, focus on workplace productivity, to help your company organize and access internal documents, or you could build one focused on personal projects and interests like food or sports. To make it possible for people to build businesses based on these product innovations, we launched the GPT Store in early January, where GPT builders can showcase their work. This will bring the tools to a broader community. We also recently released ChatGPT Team and ChatGPT Enterprise, which are versions of ChatGPT that businesses can use to help their employees do their best work and remain competitive in the global economy. Companies like AT&T, Klarna, Asana, and Notion use these tools, and we look forward to working with the many businesses and entrepreneurs of India. Of course, unlocking the potential of AI also means an intense focus on safety. At OpenAI, we've learned about how we can make our tools safer through technology, partnerships, and working with governments. First, we build safely and safety through technology. At OpenAI, safety and product development are not separate. They are intertwined. Before releasing any major new model, we run evaluations, which are automated tests that help us understand the model's capabilities, and red team processes, where we have internal and external domain experts probe these capabilities further. This work ultimately informs further training of the model towards safer behaviors. We then publish a system card, which describes the model's capabilities and operations and potential risks. This sparks even more feedback from society, which in turn enables us to make our systems even safer. It also enables us to get feedback from more communities throughout the world. That's critical, since we need to ensure that our safety features don't just work in one country or just in one language. AI safety must be globalized. We're also working on safeguards related to elections. We've been developing a tool that will give people more information when our AI systems are used to create fake or inaccurate images. We've seen some promising early results and plan to make it more widely available when it's ready. Second, we have learned that we can advance safe AI by partnering with other companies. For example, we partnered with Microsoft, Anthropic, and Google to launch the Frontier Model Forum, an industry NGO focused on advancing AI safety research and best practices. Finally, we have learned how essential it is to work well with governments to ensure people are able to safely access the technology's many benefits. We work with the Biden administration and other leading AI labs to agree to a set of voluntary commitments on safety and security. And we have worked with international organizations like the United Nations and G20 to develop principles to govern this technology. But of course, AI is a global issue, and we need a global approach to governing it. In the past, countries have come together as a global community to address global problems. We eradicated diseases like smallpox and polio. We harnessed the power of nuclear energy. Together, we have built a number of global institutions in areas like trade, finance, health, natural resources, conflict resolution, and the environment. These institutions form the basis of an international order and rule of law, which everyone benefits from today. Using this history as our guide, we must harmonize our efforts no matter what country we call home. India has an important role to play in these conversations, and that's one of the reasons that I'm here today. The rules we establish here would be critical, and we want to work closely with you to figure out a path forward. Finally, I'd like to conclude my remarks by talking to you about the community that's actually building this technology here in India, developers. On this trip, I'm spending time meeting with entrepreneurs who are creating AI-powered products that will enable India to experience the value of this technology. It may be that the world of AI is a world filled with code and models, but behind the technology are people, and it is their talent and their humanity that will shape what AI becomes. India has the key ingredients of being one of the world's leaders in AI. It has the largest developer community in the world, with some of the most impressive talent in the field, a track record of developing extraordinary technology businesses, and a relentless focus on competing on the world stage. That's why we want to continue investing in the developer community here. Last month, our Vice President of Engineering, Srinivas Narayanan, led a developer summit in Bangalore. When he returned from the trip, he talked about how important it is that we continue the work, and we are already exploring a number of projects as a result of those meetings. That's why I'm delighted to announce today that we will hold several more developer summits in India in 2024. Our plan is to convene developers from around the country to work alongside OpenAI product leaders on some of the most difficult challenges in AI. Our hope is that this collaboration between Silicon Valley developers and Indian developers will put us on a path toward building the tools that define our future. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you today, and I'm looking forward to coming back and having a chance to discuss how we were able to further unlock the power of AI in India. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Jason. Just FYI, that intro was not written by ChatGPT. We had our scriptwriter write that in. But it's great to know that OpenAI is doing so much and going to be doing so many developer summits in India. It's an exciting, growing space.